In this video, I'm going to show you the quickest go-to breakfast for teenagers. If your teenagers are like mine, then they get up at the very last minute and they don't have time to sit and have a half hour, 45-minute breakfast. So it's about getting quick, fast nutrition into them in a really, really tasty way. And this will always be my go-to breakfast, a smoothie. One, because it tastes amazing, and two, because I can pack everything in there that they're going to need to get them through to lunchtime, and if necessary to get them through to the end of the day. Hi, I'm Davis-Munro, single mum of 3 teenagers, and I have over 20 years experience in the field of well-being, physical education, food and nutrition. So the first thing that I do, because this is going to make it really creamy, is I put a banana in. Now I've got 3 children, so there's 4 of us, and I find that 2 NutriBullet jars are just about perfect for all of us. So I've already chopped 1 banana earlier, and then on top of that I'm going to put another one in. So I'm literally going to split the same things in 2 so that we all get the same amount. The second thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to whack some broccoli in there. So a really healthy chunk of broccoli, and I'm going to take 2 of those. Again, split them both ways. I'm then going to take some organic kale, making sure that I haven't got the really hard bits, but I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that into both. And it's going to go to nothing, so I'm going to sprinkle that, and then a large wad of spinach. And literally, I do this in about 3 minutes in the morning because they don't have much time. So it's about being able to do it really quickly. Organic all the way. I've got my organic blueberries here. Oh, got hair in there. Organic blueberries. A superfood, again, if ever there was one, full of antioxidants. I've got some organic raspberries today, and it depends what you've got on hand. So I don't always have exactly the same things. It also depends at what time of year it is, and what if you're shopping locally and you don't want to have air miles, you might want to have fruit that's local as well. And then I'm going to put some strawberries in. But you could put pineapple in, you could put kiwis in, you could put melon in. It's endless, the list of fruits. So if your children or your teens have got some favourite fruits, then it's about throwing in the things that they're going to like. Okay, so that's already looking really good. So that's my greens done. I've then got my chia seeds. These are little powerhouses of energy. So these are going to get them to lunchtime, if not to the end of the day, because I'm putting that in. And that's going to thicken it as well. And I've got my linseeds. And I buy these in bulk because it's much, much cheaper. So I would advise you to buy these things in bulk because you're going to be using them every day and you're going to be using them in a number of different recipes. So it will be cheaper that way, and then that makes sense to buy organic because you're going to be able to do that cheaper. Now, I often put turmeric in as well. I'm not going to do that today, but this is what turmeric looks like. It looks like ginger, and turmeric again is an anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, and again, it's a superfood, so it's fantastic for your immunity. It also adds a really fruity flavour, and it's bright, bright yellow, but I'm not going to chop that today because it's going to make my fingers very yellow. But that's something else that I put in. Chlorella powder. Now, this is rich in vitamin E, vitamin B12, and vitamin not D, in iron as well. And iron's really important for energy. So I don't put loads in because it's got a really strong flavour, but I throw a little bit in there. And then the last thing that I'm going to put in this batch, actually it's not the last thing, we need our protein. So the protein they're going to get in a number of ways. I'm going to throw a few seeds in. These are sunflower seeds. I'm going to throw my nuts in, organic nuts. And I know I talked earlier about selenium and I talked about Brazil nuts, so I make sure that I have put at least 4 Brazil nuts in and split them. Almonds as well for vitamin E, and protein, as I said. And then depending on your vegan, vegetarian or whatever, then you put your yogurt, and hopefully your yogurt's going to be really high in probiotics as well. And your probiotics again are your healthy bacteria that are going to feed your gut. And that's that. So we now need some juice to get that going. Give them coconut water, which is wonderfully hydrating. And I fill that 3/4 of the way. And then, as I was going to say, I say in another video, if you're going to use juice, make sure it's pressed juice, never from concentrate, and you always dilute it. And then I will top up, if the boys are having smoothies, with just a little bit of juice. Okay, that's your smoothie done. I'm now going to whiz these. Make sure that's on firmly. So make sure you blend it as smooth as the ones that you'd buy in the shops. And if you want to supplement that, and that's not going to be enough for them, then in a previous video I show you how to make a wonderful granola packed with coconut and nuts and seeds and dried fruit. So if they want something more, then that's something that you can add. And obviously an organic raw oat porridge would be wonderful as well, depending on what milks you want to use. But this is a really quick, easy way of getting those vegetables into them before they've walked out the door. So they've had all their portions before they even start school. If you've enjoyed this video, then please say so in the comments. If you've got any questions, then let me know. And as usual, hit the follow button, and I will see you soon in another video.